welcome to my stream, where we are all going to go mad. Oh. Hey, Alkesh, hey Jesse, hey Paul. Yes, so, this is the Infectious Madness of Dr. Dekker. It's a Wales interactive game that I won, which was very nice of them. It's out today, I believe. I promised I wouldn't stream until it came out, so here we go. It's been described as a full motion video, full motion video murder mystery. I can make words. And based on like what's the Cthulhu Lovecraftian type game. Apparently there are multiple endings. You can't use a guide to know the truth. Yeah, I think it's randomly generated, Jesse. I think I read that. So, okay, up for questions, down for hint, right for notes, left for responses, evidence on X, keyboard on Y, and switch patience. So I have no stats yet, so we're going to start a new game.
The faculty thinks I've gone loopy, like some kind of spongy Mobius strip. That's why I'm here, isn't it, Dr. Dekker?
I can see people's dreams.
I've set up an experiment.
My dad is trying to hurt me.
Quantum suicide. Have you heard of it?
If I concentrate hard enough, and I know when the person's going to be asleep, I can have the dream with them.
Well, let's call him God. He creates this world for his amusement, something he can play with and occasionally alter to suit his mood.
It feels like the paintings are watching me.
Sometimes, when I walk through a door, it takes me somewhere else. Literally, somewhere else.
God loves chaos, but something goes wrong. Man and woman evolve. What was once chaotic becomes more ordered.
It starts as a door-to-door saleswoman. Double glazing, probably.
Dr. Dekker, I think we both know what you dreamed about last night.
Yep, Ray, the painting should definitely not be watching you.
Because he thinks I'm evil. Because I can see things other people can't.
On the basis the central component of our universe is chaos, science can only document a perception of the chaos at any one given moment in time.
I did what you said, Doctor. They arrested me.
Which means that at any given moment, we can choose to alter our perception of the world, no matter how much chaos that would cause.
I thought you were supposed to fix me.
I'm telling you, it's eating people. And you're just laughing.
You're insane, Doctor.
A double
Listen
take.
to me! You're not listening! It's your
Nice
only
one,
bloody
Paul.
job!
Okay. I'm guessing those are our suspects. I love murder mysteries. But it's one of those things that takes up so much
You're late.
effort.
And after all those promises, never mind, let's not keep the patience. You're late. And after all those promises. You're late.
You're
And after all those promises, never mind.
Okay, I'm a little scared. Ooh, Act 1. Who are you?
Doctor, you're late. And after all those promises, never mind, let's not keep the patients waiting. And if you want anything, just... Oh, sorry, I forgot. I'm not going to be here. The police still have some questions they want to ask about, you know. And then after that, I'm dropping in to see Ben. He's still in shock, and I thought we'd show we cared. We do still care, don't we, Doctor? Good. Anyway, I hope you're all caught up on Dr. Dekker's tapes. I think Mariana is in first, but I'm sure they'll all become a blur by the end of the day. I'll see you later. Or tomorrow. Probably tomorrow. I'll leave it to you then.
I like her. Okay, so we're not Dr. Dekker. We are a doctor, though. We are not a double-decker. Okay, so it's got a little flashy thing, which I guess is the diary, which has some kind of follow-up-y thing. Okay. Questions?
Dr. Dekker was a
Nathan.
complex man. I spent a lot of time with him, but he won't remember it that way.
Okay.
I saw the conflict that Dr. Dekker was going through. Let's just say you might look back on your life and think there's nothing you would have done differently. No 2 days were alike for him in the end. Like he couldn't decide what to do with himself.
Okay, so this is Nathan.
As far as Dr. Dekker was concerned, we had Monday, then moved on to Tuesday. But me, I had Monday 5, 10, 50 times before I got to Tuesday.
Interesting.
I watched that Bill Murray film, Groundhog Day, to see if there's any clues. To see if there's any clues. That's how bad it's gotten. I'm looking for a cure in a Hollywood movie. Can you help me, Doctor?
Okay, alright. So... Button. I'm going to go back to button layout because, okay, I've got notes, but I obviously don't have any notes, then maybe that's the thing. Or is evidence... So evidence is X. What's a brand new problem? A problem without any clues. Okay, so... Ah, that's questions that we've answered, okay.
I saw the conflict that Dr. Dekker was going through. Let's just say you might look back on your life and think there's nothing you would have done differently. No 2 days were alike for him in the end. Like he couldn't decide what to do with himself.
Ah, okay. Right, okay. I think I've... Okay, so... That's questions that we've asked, and these are new questions.
He was like a kid in a sweet shop. He had so many options, he didn't know what to do. I suppose if you take too long picking, all your options run away.
Interesting, okay. Alright.
I'm Nathan Peel. I'm a supermarket worker from, well, hell, really.
Okay. Alright.
Dr. Dekker's murder was sudden, brutal. It's terrible. The doctor. 2 weeks. 2 weeks I had of rolling days. No do-overs. No Monday, Monday, Monday. I wouldn't kill anyone, though. I'd have to keep doing it, wouldn't I? Few things seem to move me forward.
Okay, hang on. Why is the key... Ah! Okay. Alright, so... What... moves... you... forward?
To move forward, I really have to see something.
Oh my
that
God.
feels like it can't be rewound. Like a death or some other tragedy. It's not enough to hear it or read it. I've got to see it. I suppose from that point of view, it looks like I'm in control of things.
Okay, that was really cool. That was my question. What moves you forward? And I typed it in,
To move
and then
forward, I really have to
That's
see
so cool.
something that feels like it can't be rewound, like a death or some other tragedy. It's not enough to hear it or read it. I've got to see it. I suppose from that point of view, it looks like I'm in control of things.
Interesting. Okay. Alright, well, we haven't got any other notes by the looks of it. What is that exclamation point? Alright, so we're going to switch and talk to Mariana. Hello.
I'm Mariana. Are you feeling okay?
Yeah, I guess keywords.
I think you're supposed to tell me what's wrong with me.
Oh, bleep bloop.
Isn't that how
Intern.
it works?
10
The
responses
police
revealed.
keep picking me up for public nudity.
Okay.
I black out. And then the next thing I remember, I'm naked on the beach, like I've been washed up on shore. Nobody's pressed charges yet, but I can feel it. The police are getting suspicious.
Ooh, alright. Mariana has blackouts. Does she remember anything during or sustain any injuries? Okay.
I do suffer from blackouts, which is strange as I can hold my breath for a really long time. But I'm not swimming before I black out. Dr. Dekker thought it was anxiety originally. Then he worked it out. Dr. Dekker thought I had generalized anxiety disorder, GAD, because of the blackouts. He thought I was breathing badly. Do you think I'm breathing badly? He eventually decided it wasn't anxiety, but I'm not going to tell you his final diagnosis. We should have a fresh start. I don't want you influenced by the prognosis.
Okay, that's just annoying.
I work for myself. I make bracelets from things I find on the beach and sell them online. I spend a lot of time at the beach. It's just way more relaxing than anywhere else. You should come with me one day. I can show you all of the sights.
Are there any files on his patients? Well, according to the button layout, X is evidence, but I press X and I don't have anything, so all I've got at the moment are my history and responses, my notes, the questions, and the patients. So
I want to stop having the blackouts. I want to stop waking up at the beach. I want to remember those entire evenings. Can you suggest anything that might help? I film myself doing lots of things. But it's not so easy to do when you're blacked out.
okay. Yeah, I mean, we don't have any patient notes. I wonder. Okay. I mean, yeah, the notes are just about Mariana. Paul, are you trying to set up Alkesh and Mariana?
Will you do it for me? Will you watch me to see what happens?
Okay, that sounds really creepy, but sure.
So, it's a date then. I'll let you know when.
Okay, stop flirting with my patients. Okay, I should probably ask about the
Well,
murder.
that's why you're here, isn't
Oh,
it?
bleep bloop. 20 questions!
Who's a good listener? I hope you are.
Okay, right, let's have a look. Ooh, Ellen. Hello.
I'm Elin. I'm
Elin,
25
sorry.
and I'm a nurse. God, I sound like I'm on one of those dating shows.
Sorry for writing in your notes. Say hello to Elin for me and let her know that Terry called for her. JR. so... Aha, that's how I scroll. Right, okay. Okay. And then... Okay. Right, sorry, I'm just trying to get used to...
Terry's one of the other nurses at the home. I don't think she likes me very much.
But yes, she could be a murderer, Alkesh.
I'm not really looking for love at the moment. I'm sort of married to my work, but in a good way. I work in a nursing home for the elderly. I basically do end-of-life care.
Wow. That is
The usual
hard.
things. Making sure the patients are comfortable, making sure they're not in any pain, and I talk to them. I keep them company. Some of them get pretty frightened about what's coming. Well, those of them that aren't out of it on meds. I comfort them. Death is frightening, isn't it? Isn't it what everyone's afraid of? The great unknown. No one should have to face that alone.
Yeah. Okay.
I've known a lot of doctors over the years. Most of them arrogant idiots who think nurses are just there to do their bidding, or worse. Dr. Dekker was different. He had a lot of time for me. He was interested in my problems.
Oh. He sounds really nice.
I started seeing Dr. Dekker a few months ago. I thought it would be nice to have someone I could talk to about work. It can get a bit stressful sometimes.
Well, I mean, obviously,
It
why
can be
does it...
sad sometimes. I don't like losing a patient.
End of life care,
But that's the job.
it's
I don't
hard.
get
It's
stressed
like
about
kids
it or
wards
anything.
and cancer wards.
It's not the job that stresses me. It's the people I work with, the other nurses. They're mean to me.
Okay.
They
Now we're
call
getting
me
somewhere.
the angel of death because so many patients have died on my
on
shift.
ICU.
I don't think they mean it. Obviously, it's not my fault. It just seems to happen that way. 3 last month. 3 the month before that, I think. But only 1 so far this month, so that's good. Although one of my patients, Hilda, I don't think she's got long.
Interesting. Do they come in threes? Who is Hilda?
She's one of the crotchety ones. Always swearing and spitting at me. Never got anything nice to say. Thinks we're going to smother her in her sleep or something. She doesn't bother me though.
That was a lie.
He was a bit offbeat, but yeah, I liked him. But then I like most people. I don't like it when patients are heavily sedated, especially when there are alternatives, like herbal remedies. I mean, imagine if you only had a few days or weeks left to live. Would you want to spend it asleep?
It would depend on the alternative.
I'm a qualified herbalist. It's okay, you can laugh.
I did.
Most people think herbalism is a joke.
It's not.
But I'd much rather help my patients sleep at night with valerian or passion flower than lorazepam, temazepam or zolpidem.
I happen to agree. I don't think I want to answer that particularly. Okay, let's have a look. Who's next? Claire.
My name is Claire Castleford, and as I'm paying a small fortune for these sessions, I'd expect you to be up to speed, Doctor.
Wonderful.
Being rich has its perks, but honestly, I would give it all up in a heartbeat if it could free me from this madness.
Ooh, madness. I want to hear more.
Well, according to your predecessor, I'm a delusional psychotic with obsessive tendencies.
Who's
and a
peeved?
history of violence. Sounds so cold when you put it like that, though, doesn't it?
Oh, Claire. Hang on. Claire. You think Claire is peeved? Okay, fair enough.
I'm obsessed with my husband. It's absurd, really. Because he is here. And he shouldn't be.
Huh?
He's lucky to be alive. He almost died.
Come on,
My
give me more
husband's not a
information.
well man. We've been having problems for a while now. His health, if you can call it that, has been deteriorating rapidly in the last few weeks. I can't cope with caring for him anymore. Since our altercation, he's become less and less active. His mind's become less and less active too. Such a delightful conversationalist at one time, now more of an enigmatic husk. I tried to hurt David once. That's why I'm here, isn't it? I'm not proud of my behaviour, but I was very angry. It was a private matter, though. The police should never have been involved.
No, the police should definitely be involved.
David has trouble looking after himself. Sometimes I'll leave the lake house and he's just sitting in the rocking chair on the porch. And when I return the next evening, he's still there, just staring into the stars. He needs help, I know, but I can't hire anybody to care for him.
Why not? You said you were rich. Okay. Why can't you... Oops. Why can't you hire anyone to care? Sorry, this is going slowly. For him.
David's not ready for company. I hope to take you to see him one day and you'll see for yourself.
Oh, that wasn't really an answer. No, I don't have a chat pad. I don't like chat pads. They're weird and freaky. Okay, so what's the lake?
David's staying at the lake house. It belonged to my parents, but I don't use it much anymore. I have the main house to myself. To be fair, there was only one violent outburst. That hardly qualifies as a history of violence. And he provoked me.
Yeah, no, I assume keywords. It's like, what was that game with the video files where you had to put together like the entire interview and stuff? Her story,
stabbed him with a steak knife. Shocking, isn't it?
Okay.
It was a brief moment of temporary insanity. Or temporary clarity, I'm not really sure which. David had been having an affair with his assistant optician, Iris. How predictable. Not just the affair, but an optician named Iris.
I have. I completed it. It was very interesting. I kind of want it to come to consoles.
Illusions. As in seeing things that are not there. I'm not going to be any more specific. It's not true in any case. I'm not delusional.
Okay, she lacks some empathy.
I never used to get angry. Ever. If you're angry, you're not in control. Isn't that right? And it would be very bad for me to lose control. Let's save that for another time, shall we? I'm rich, but I'm not made of money. And I'm fairly sure my time is up.
No.
The most shocking thing about Dr. Dekker's death is that he didn't bring it upon himself. But then I hadn't known him for a very long time. Perhaps I was wrong about him. Though the fact that he drank so much is a good indicator of his mental state.
He drank?
I thought it was common knowledge that he drank. You could smell it on his breath when you got close to him.
Okay.
He kept a bottle in his drawer. Such a cliché.
That's not great. Where's David?
Keep up, Doctor. David is my husband. The police seem to think I'm dangerous. I'm only sitting here talking to you because I have a lot of money. Otherwise, there's no doubt I'd be thrown into prison for a very long time. That's why I need your help, Doctor.
Okay.
I assume they think I'm dangerous because I stabbed my husband. I suppose after what I did, there are people that might think I belonged in prison. What do you think, Doctor? Can I be saved with therapy, or should I be locked up like a dangerous criminal?
That would depend on why you did it.
Dr. Dekker just had that look about him. You know what they say about us crazies. Takes one to know one.
That's a little bit dismissive. Okay, some of them have stars on. Remind me what stars are again. Should follow this up, and then 2 stars for definitely follow this up. Okay, so at the moment we've got only notes on Mariana. Right, okay. Bryce! Oh, hang on, what's with the different colour? Oh, hang on. We've got different colours. Okay. Let's talk about Bryce.
I'm
then.
Bryce Hemmings.
Aww.
You must be the new doctor. Did you know Dr. Dekker?
He seems sweet. No.
He was an antagonistic psycho. I hope you're not from the same school of thought.
Okay.
I didn't really like Dr. Dekker, and for quite a few reasons, actually. I'd rather talk about my own problems for now, though, if you don't mind.
Okay. What is your problem?
Originally, I was suffering with depression. Work was piling up. I kept missing deadlines. I wasn't used to all the failure. I got depressed.
Okay.
You'd think being a gravedigger had its perks, but it can be very stressful. There's a trend going towards burial rather than cremation again. And as well as running out of space, we're running out of competent gravediggers. At least ones that can use a shovel, that is. I'm not feeling anywhere near as depressed as I used to, though. Not since I got the extra hour.
Extra hour?
At midnight each day. Time as you know it freezes. In my world, it just slows down to almost a stop. But I don't. I'm free to wander around and do as I please. An hour later, normal reality continues. It's my very own midnight hour.
Okay.
It's a bizarre thing to know you have an extra hour every day. I rarely ever sleep until after midnight now, so I can appreciate the extra time. I get a lot of work done in that time. I'm completely caught up. The depression is no longer an issue. 25 hours is a blessing for me.
Okay.
But apparently, it's not real, and I'm insane for thinking it is. What do you think, Doctor? In the extra hour, I mainly catch up with work. It's a godsend. Sometimes I play chess against myself. It relaxes and strengthens the mind all at once. Henley Church, where I work, is located on an old Norman motte and bailey. You can't use mechanical diggers or excavators there in case you destroy a relic.
Interesting.
I stumbled across a relic myself. An ancient chess piece. A queen, I believe. The best chess piece. The most freedom of movement. But they took it away immediately and proclaimed the whole east side of Henley Church a protected site of archaeological importance, which means we're not allowed to use it until the archaeologists have finished. I wish I hadn't told anyone.
Well, it was right that you did.
Henley Church is relatively small. Well, for the number of bodies they expect us to pack into the ground, it's relatively small. The whole building was once owned by Scientologists. But they handed it back to the community as a tax break, I believe. Or they'd finished doing whatever it was they wanted to do with it. I'm a grave digger, Doctor. And people are dying quicker than we can bury them.
That's why I want to be cremated after I have
I'm
donated
not sure I
everything
believe
can.
in any religion anymore. I used to believe in God, but not anymore. There are too many religions to pick from, don't you think?
Okay, let's go back to why didn't you
Dr.
like
Dekker
Dekker?
would say one thing and do another. He would push me to do things I didn't want to do. He was getting worse towards the end. I'm surprised he didn't kill himself.
Okay, right. Okay, no more notes on... Keep pressing the wrong button. Apparently I need to follow up on the Scientology. Midnight hour. Okay. Alright, back to Nathan.
It's like those montages you get in movies. Time passes, you wake up, shave, if you feel like it, shower, get dressed. What's the point? You get this day over and over. Nothing changes. Am I in purgatory, Doctor?
I don't think so.
Sometimes it looks different. Sometimes the birdsong will change, or the weather will be less bleak. Or that person who nodded at you yesterday doesn't do it today. But it doesn't usually change. You need a tragic event for change. Like a murder.
Is Bryce a gravedigger for the elderly home? I don't know. Henley Church. I don't think she said where she worked.
I didn't see the driver. It was my fault. I pulled out and the lorry just rammed me. Well, Hannah. She was sat next to me. I was in shock, obviously. And when I came to, she was so close to me. It was like she was trying to hug me. But it wasn't right. Not natural. Bits of metal pushing through her.
Oh.
That was 5 years ago.
Hannah. Okay, hang on. Just need to move the chat window. I went into the wrong window. It's just over the bottom line of subtitles, so I'm just going to budge it up to the top. There's another Sometimes You game. Okay. What is that? Who is Hannah?
My fiancée. My childhood sweetheart. We met at secondary school. She was head girl. I was the quiet one. She liked computer games, so I instantly fell for her. I proposed in Goldshire. She said she didn't date elves, so I leveled up to a human necromancer and asked again. Sorry, it's Warcraft. We spent a lot of time on there.
Okay, hang on. I've got a Y. No, Y's the keyboard. Gotcha. Right. I don't have any evidence. Nope, still no more notes.
I've been shrunk for that already. If I had that day again, I wouldn't make the same mistake. Hannah would still be alive.
That's possibly why
She'd
he
probably have a family by now.
thinks he's looping.
I haven't had any relationships since then. I was fine for quite a while after the accident. Well, being treated for depression. I thought I was cured. It was only recently after meeting Dr. Dekker that I had a strange deja vu. I'm exhausted. Doctor, is our time up? Because I'm stuck between this day and the next. Most of the time, anyway.
So have we had this conversation already?
I don't know how, but thank you, Doctor. This is our first time around, and I trust you.
Is that an egg or a stone?
Most of my days a blur. I'm not sure if it's the sleeping tablets I'm on or just how I've learned to switch off.
Okay, sleeping tablets.
I'm on temazepam. Dr. Dekker prescribed them for me. He thought I would sleep through to a whole new day. I didn't.
Okay.
We played World of Warcraft a lot together. I guess it's not the cool thing to do anymore. But we had a lot of memories there.
Of course it's cool.
To be honest, it reminds me a lot of life now. The same thing over and over again. Bring me X bunnies to make a stew. Y badger teeth. Rinse, repeat. Maybe I'm just grinding life. No, I can't move backwards any more than a day. I don't really seem to control it. It's generally always on. I have to try and change something to move forward. I'm not really fit for work anymore. I work in produce at the local supermarket. That mainly involves lifting heavy crates of fruit and veg into place for people to buy, and doing that over and over again. My muscles don't seem to have grown much. I think that maybe I'm not aging. When the day resets, I just reset with it. I used to be a builder.
Why did you... Okay.
I'm 57. Kidding. Just if you spent the whole day at the gym and then repeat that day and not go, you'd have achieved nothing.
Perhaps you should ask someone else a question. No, I want to ask him... I want to ask... how... to... Sorry, this is going to be a bit slow. You know that a day is a repeat.
I don't know anything about that.
Okay, I asked a bad question then. Okay, fine. He doesn't have anything to follow up on. Okay, so let's go back to Mariana. Okay.
That's what Dr. Dekker would say. You can check my breathing if you want. Do you want me to lie down? Can you tell just by looking at me? I'm not worried about it, just if you are. I'm not sure holding my breath too long is causing blackouts. I mean, it could, but I don't remember ever having a blackout when I'm holding my breath. I normally black out when I'm dancing. I like dancing. Do you like dancing?
That sounds like some kind of a inner ear thing.
You think my dancing causes my blackouts? No, I know it's the last thing I remember, but I don't think it's that. Sometimes I remember more, but I'm tired now. Is that it for today?
Okay.
Dr. Dekker could really get inside you. It was, unsettling. But you let him do it. Part of the process, I guess.
That just sounds really dodgy. I like dancing.
Cool. I dance to anything with a beat.
I like cheesy pop music. Yeah, the conversations are all pretty
I dance a
unsettling.
lot at nightclubs. I know most of the nightclubs around here. My favorite is the Pearl because they sell cheap vodka shots all night.
Oh no, I made sure it was set to 18 plus. I think maybe
I don't
she's
drink.
getting roof. Oh, hang on. Oh, bleep bloop. Century. I have asked 100 questions. Wow, okay.
I never find my clothes. I don't
House
know why I'm
officer.
naked.
100 responses revealed. Okay. I forgot what she said there.
I don't drink.
But you said cheap vodka shots.
I dance a lot at nightclubs. I know most of the nightclubs around here. My favorite is the Pearl because they sell cheap vodka shots all night.
Okay. She seems to be focusing on Mariana a lot.
Wow. Let's get straight to it then. I'm not sure I feel comfortable speaking with you about that at the moment. I guess people see me and call the police. But someone will take offense eventually, and I'll be charged with indecent exposure.
She's not wearing any shoes.
When I wake up, my hair is dry, but it's pretty hot at the moment. I get baked quickly by the sun. It's possible I've been in the sea during my blackout.
She has a ribbon around her neck. I wonder if you take the ribbon off, will her head fall off?
I hold my breath when I'm swimming underwater. Most people do. Sometimes, if I'm really excited, I'll hold my breath accidentally, just for a few seconds. I don't know why.
Wolf Among Us, yeah.
I love the beach. Until somebody tells me it's gonna kill me, I'll keep going. Have you ever been addicted to something, Doctor? That's a shame. You need to have a passion for something, Doctor.
Passion does not equate to addiction.
Like you're not listening.
Sorry.
I've been a patient here for 3 months. Today is my patient birthday. Do I get a cake or something?
It's usually after a year. Yeah, sure, you can have a cake.
That is so sweet. Thank you, Doctor.
I love her hair.
Dr. Dekker was fine. He had good relationships with his patients, as far as I know. I'm not sure why anyone would want him dead.
Perhaps you should ask somebody else a question. Okay, fine. Don't have anything else particularly we need to follow up on, except maybe the vodka. Let's ask someone else a question and then we'll go back. No.
Exactly. I feel like it's almost criminal. Like you're robbing people of their last moments on Earth. You should be able to savour the experience, not sleep your way to death.
I suppose if you're in pain.
I'm not saying anyone should be happy about dying. I've seen lots of people die, and it's a special moment. There's literally nothing else like it.
She's a vampire.
I'd been seeing him for about 9 months, I think. I think it's terrible what happened to him. So awful. No one deserves to die like that.
Perhaps you should ask someone else a question, okay. Let's go back to Sure, you can be
You have a lot of faith in your abilities. That's good. I look forward to being completely cured.
I'll have to put in some work. Oh, that was literally the only question. Okay, Bryce. I don't think there are
Then
too
we
many
disagree.
religions.
Have you watched Zeitgeist, Doctor? Some of it is believable, and the part about most religions stemming from the same basic facts. It's more likely that they've all got it wrong than one of them has it right, in my opinion.
It's more about a belief system and if it makes people happy.
I thought it would be too early to make a diagnosis, but it's good you're having a go anyway. I like chess. I still play sometimes when I can find an opponent. There's nothing more satisfying than planning scores of moves in advance and then watching things unfold as you saw them. I shouldn't have told anyone about the Queen. I do like to be in control, but then I suppose most people do. Nobody wants life to carry them along helplessly. Everyone wants to kick against it and make their own way. Do you like to be in control, Doctor?
Who doesn't?
If you like being in control, you'll have a tough time here. I saw it with Dr. Dekker. Such control, such stability. But he unraveled at the end.
Okay.
He couldn't keep control of everything, of everyone. He just set us up like dominoes, but we all toppled in unexpected ways. You'll find it all out in time, Doctor. Just not today. Can't have your head exploding, can we?
Okay, he's disturbing me now.
Yes, Dr. Dekker was murdered. Quelle surprise. Murder does seem a bit harsh, doesn't it? And another grave to dig. I know as much about it as you do. Less, I would imagine.
Perhaps you should ask someone else a question. Okay, well, would it let me ask anybody else a question? Okay, I've exhausted all of the questions. I'm going to have to look for...
I'm not really fit for work anymore. I work in produce at the local supermarket. That mainly involves lifting heavy crates of fruit and veg into place for people to buy, and doing that over and over again. My muscles don't seem to have grown much. I think that maybe I'm not aging. When the day resets, I just reset with it. I used to be a builder.
Okay, so... why... Whoops. A builder any more?
I used to be a builder, a contractor. I had to quit. It's hard watching a house get built only to start all over again the next day. I needed something less obvious.
Okay. Hey, look, it got rid of the little green star thing. Right, let's find another green star. Okay, 5 years
I was
old.
fine for quite a while after the accident. Well, being treated for depression. I thought I was cured. It was only recently after meeting Dr. Dekker that I had a strange deja vu. I'm exhausted. Doctor, is our time up?
I'm just gonna ask deja vu and see if that just gives me a response. Deja vu question
I watched that Bill Murray film, Groundhog Day, to see if there's any clues. To see if there's any clues. That's how bad it's gotten. I'm looking for a cure
You've already
in a
told me
Hollywood
that.
movie. Can you help me, Doctor?
Okay. I'm gonna ask depression. That's not how you spell depression. That's how you spell depression.
I do
Just looking for
suffer
clue words.
from depression, but it's not very surprising, is it? I used to get fatigue too, just overwhelming tiredness. I don't
Oh,
really get that anymore.
I
I've just
understand.
learned to accept that this is my life now.
Oh, poor guy. Oh, deja vu. I must have already asked deja vu. Sleeping tablets. Ah, but that was why. Hannah, tragic event, nothing changed. Ah, what moves you forward?
To move forward, I really have to see something that feels like it can't be rewound, like a death or some other tragedy. It's not enough to hear it or read it. I've got to see it. I suppose from that point of view, it looks like I'm in control of things.
Okay. Do you need to be in control?
I'm not in control. Doctor, look at me. I'm broken. You need to help me.
Aww. It can be caused by underlying health issues. It is also a symptom of depression. Tell me about yourself.
I'm Nathan Peel. I'm a supermarket worker from, well, hell, really.
Okay. From hell? Question mark?
I imagine what I'm experiencing now might be a type of hell. Not everyone burns in flames with the devil on their back. I'm hoping you can make sense of my problem.
Oh, hey, we're green on him now. Yeah, I think it's more of where I can empathise with the just being absolutely bloody exhausted. Though I haven't had that. Okay, I believe I have found out everything I need to know about Nathan. And we don't have any notes. Alright, Mariana. Okay, what do we got to follow up on? Your hair.
When I wake up, my hair is dry, but it's pretty hot at the moment. I get baked quickly by the sun. It's possible I've been in the sea during my blackout.
I'm going to ask about... Oops. I'm going to ask in capitals. The... Whoops. Sun. Just going with short answers for now. Short questions for now.
I don't know about that.
Oh, okay. She's part mermaid. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I was going to ask about vodka. Because she mentioned vodka shots. I'm going to specify at the Pearl. Why does it matter if they're cheap?
The Pearl is great because the people are so relaxed. I think that's got a lot to do with the cheap vodka shots, or maybe it's just the black lighting. Who knows?
Black lighting. Do blackouts only happen on the beach? Okay, cool. Bear with me. Do... Blackouts. Oops. Just spell only with an I. Only happen on the whoops beach. Sorry, you're gonna get lots of whoopses as I typo.
I do suffer from blackouts, which is strange as I can hold my breath for a really long time. But I'm not swimming before I black out.
Okay.
Dr. Dekker thought it was anxiety originally. Then he worked it out.
Let's see if he'll tell me what. Did he work out?
He eventually decided it wasn't anxiety, but I'm not going to tell you his final diagnosis. We can have a fresh start. I don't want you influenced by the prognosis.
Alright, I'm just going to go with prognosis first, then I'll ask her where her shoes are.
I want to stop having the blackouts. I want to stop waking up at the beach. I want to remember those entire evenings. Can you suggest anything that might help?
We've already been told that, okay. Where are... Oops. Let's spell it correctly. Your shoes.
Doesn't really mean anything to me.
Damn. Okay. What's got the stars right now? Oh, right, okay, so... Is your hair wet when you wake up? Where do you dance? Prognosis are you looking for? Tell me about the beach. Do you often black out? Why have you been picked up for public nudity? Okay, does she dance on the beach? Alright. Do you... Oh, damn it. Dance on the... My predictive thing is going to get way confused with all these questions.
I work for myself. I make bracelets from things I find on the beach and sell them online.
Yeah,
I
that's not
spend
really what I asked.
a lot of time at the beach. It's just way more relaxing than anywhere else. You should come with me one day. I can show you all the sights.
I'm going to ask about anxiety, because that was a key word.
Dr. Dekker thought I had generalized anxiety disorder. GAD, because of the blackouts. He thought I was breathing badly.
No, okay.
Do you think I'm breathing badly?
Ah, injuries. Okay, I'm going to put in... Injuries.
No, nothing like that. I usually wake up on my side like I've been sleeping. Sometimes I'm partially covered by seaweed.
Definitely a mermaid. I'm just going to ask her, is she a mermaid? Well, I'm just going to ask mermaid question mark, but...
That's not really helping with my blackouts.
Okay. missing something. Injuries. Oh, hang on.
No,
Okay.
nothing like that. I usually wake up on my side like I've been sleeping. Sometimes I'm partially covered by seaweed.
Maybe I should guess about seaweed. I don't know why I feel like I've got to capitalize my sentences properly, but
I don't know.
okay, we don't know about seaweed. Oops. How frequent are the black outs?
I do suffer from blackouts, which is strange as I can
That's
hold
not
my
what I
breath for
asked.
a really long time. But I'm not swimming before I black out. Dr. Dekker thought it was anxiety.
Okay, I've already seen that one. I'm gonna go, okay, how often?
No, I don't know about that.
Okay. How many times?
Nope. Don't know.
Okay, alright. These predictive things are kind of annoying.
I dance a lot at nightclubs. I know most of the nightclubs around here. My favorite is the Pearl because they sell cheap vodka shots all night.
I'm just gonna ask about vodka again because I asked about vodka shots at the Pearl last time. She said she didn't drink.
I don't drink.
Ah, what cake? Okay.
I don't have an answer for that.
Oh. She doesn't know what cake she wants.
I work for myself. I make bracelets from things I find on the beach and sell them online. I spend a lot of time at the beach. It's just way more relaxing than anywhere else. You should come with me one day. I can show you all of the sights.
Okay, what about the sights?
I have no idea about that.
Okay, that was not a good question then. Okay.
I do suffer from blackouts, which is strange as I can hold my breath for a really long time. But I'm not swimming.
That's not really what I want to know. I want to know how often.
I black out. And then the next thing I remember, I'm naked on the beach, like I've been washed up on shore. Nobody's pressed charges yet, but I can feel it. The police are getting suspicious.
Okay, is the Pearl by the beach?
I work for myself. I make bracelets from...
No, that's not an answer.
I want to stop having the blackouts. I want to stop waking up at the beach. I want to remember those entire evenings. Can you suggest anything that might help?
I'm going to put stop going to the beach.
I work for myself. I make bracelets from things.
No. Okay, let's move on. Why should people save a die?
I'm not saying anyone should be happy about dying. I've seen lots of people die, and it's a special moment. There's literally nothing else like it.
Okay. Why is death a special moment?
No, I don't like it. I feel lucky to share that moment with them, to be there with them when it happens. You know what I mean?
No.
I'm a qualified herbalist. It's okay, you can laugh. Most people think herbalism is a joke. But I'd much rather help my patients sleep at night with valerian or passion flower than lorazepam, temazepam or zolpidem.
Valerian?
Traditional medicine makes patients worse sometimes, don't you think? You must see it all the time, doctor. You take one pill, then have to take 5 other pills to deal with the side effects. Herbs are kinder. Obviously, you have to be careful, just like with everything. Giving the wrong combination can be deadly. Fortunately, I know what I'm doing.
Okay. Oops. I'm going to ask about her training. Also, I have
I feel
seen
really bad I can't ask you
Khadija.
questions.
I will ask if she goes alone.
I like animals. Let's talk about that.
Okay, fine. Right. Okay, let's go back to Mermaid Girl. Do you go dancing alone?
I'm not seeing anyone at the moment, if that's what you're asking. Why can't a girl go to a club on her own? I like dancing. I don't have many real friends, I suppose, but...
Good question.
That's what happens when you move about a lot.
Ooh, move about. Okay. Why do you move about a lot?
I move around when I dance, and geographically speaking.
Okay, that's not really... Where has she lived? Good question. It's actually it's us. When? Oops. When did the black outs start?
I do suffer from blackouts, which is strange.
Okay. I'm not asking her for a goddamn phone number, Alkesh. Where have you lived? I think that was basically your question, wasn't
That
it,
doesn't
Jessie?
mean anything to me.
Oh, okay. Where do you live? Oops. Where do you live?
No, I don't know about that.
Okay. Places lived.
That doesn't mean anything to me.
No, okay. When did you move here?
I move around when I dance, and geographically speaking.
Okay. Where are you from?
That's not really helping with my blackouts.
You're annoying.
I'm not seeing anyone at the moment, if that's what you're
What I
asking.
was asking.
Why
Oi!
can't a girl go to a club on
Language.
her own? I like dancing. I don't have many real friends, I suppose, but that's what happens when you move about a lot.
I'm gonna ask about friends.
Like I said, I don't really know anyone around here.
I feel sorry for her. There's no injuries. Hair wet. Tell me about the beach. Wasn't there a question about clothes? Do you find your clothes?
I never find my clothes. I don't know why I'm naked.
Does
I don't have an answer for that.
Okay, where's the asterisk now? Injuries still, which is the wakes up on a side covered in seaweed. Hair wet when you wake up. Talking about baking in the sun. Stop waving at me. Prognosis are you looking from? Tell me about the beach. Do you often black out? Picked up for public nudity. What's the injury video?
No, nothing like that. I usually wake up on my side like I've been sleeping. Sometimes I'm partially covered by seaweed.
Oh, hang on, there's a thingy. Oh, I can go to the next day. Apparently, but I kind of want to try and get all of the information. Okay. Alright, do you have any problems sleeping?
When I wake up on the beach, I normally feel refreshed, which is weird, right? I'm not scared. Not yet. I just want to know what's going on.
That got rid of the injuries one.
I want to stop having the blackouts. I want to stop waking up at the beach. I want to remember those entire evenings. Can you suggest anything that might help?
What do you remember?
By blackout, I mean I don't really remember anything from the time I black out. I'm lucky to be alive, I guess.
Okay. Did that get rid of any? Have the police investigated?
I think they think I'm a naturist or something. They picked me up 5 times in the last month.
Are you under any kind of stress?
That doesn't really mean anything to me.
No. Okay. Good point. Does it happen every time you go dancing?
I dance a lot at nightclubs. I know most of the nightclubs around here. My favorite is the Pearl because they sell cheap vodka shots all night.
Do you only blackout at the oops. Oh.
I do suffer from blackouts, which is strange as I can.
Yeah, it's just twigging on blackouts. I'm just gonna ask every night.
I don't know about that.
No, okay. How successful is your business?
It's early days. The business isn't doing that great, but I really enjoy my job if that helps. You can make a lot of money or you can have a lot of fun, but you can't usually do both.
Okay. When oops, was the last blackout?
I do suffer from blackouts.
Ah! Oh, well, that got rid of the beach one. Okay.
I do suffer.
Yeah, okay. That is going to keep happening. I'm going to ask, how do you feel?
Like you're not listening.
Okay. What aren't you telling me?
I have no idea about that.
Okay, that didn't work. I wanted to ask about the sun, but I don't know whether that's...
I don't know.
Okay. Last thing she remembers, I think that was the dancing. What is the last thing you remember? Okay, the predicted
By
text is really
blackout,
helping.
I mean, I don't really remember anything from the time I black out. I'm lucky to be alive, I guess.
Yep, I'll ask about drugs. I'm literally just gonna write drugs, question mark.
Nope. Don't know.
Right. I don't think she's gonna tell that. Yeah, we have discussed that it could be roofies, but she says she doesn't have any injuries. Has she been to... Whoops. The hospital?
Nope. Don't know.
Okay. Blood tests?
I have no idea about that.
Yeah. No, apparently that.
I hold my breath.
That's not what I meant. Crazy is a word that is used way too frequently and generally as
When
an
I wake
insult.
up, my hair is dry, but it's pretty hot at the moment. I get baked quickly by the sun. It's possible I've been in the sea during my blackout.
Right, I'm going to ask about the sea.
Sometimes I go swimming in the sea. I don't always black out.
Ooh. Are there any triggers?
No, I don't know about that.
That's not helpful. Yeah, literally I asked C. I think that probably got rid of the wet hair one. Yep, okay, so we have prognosis and do you often black out left?
I do suffer from blackouts, which is strange as I can hold my breath for a really long time. But I'm not swimming before I black out. Dr. Dekker thought it was anxiety originally. Then he worked it out.
Except that she won't tell us about that. Okay, I can ask about holding a breath.
That's not really helping with my blackouts.
I mean, there was a thing about holding a breath before. Excuse me. It says your breathing seems normal. Maybe holding your breath makes you black out. Maybe dancing. Alcohol. Do you ever find your clothes? Okay. When did they start? Or when did this start?
I don't have an answer for that.
First. Blackout. Oops.
I do suffer from blackouts, which is strange as I can hold my breath for a really long time. But I'm not...
Okay, day.
Dr. Dekker was fine. He had good relationships with his patients, as far as I know. I'm not sure why anyone would want him dead.
Did you black out the day Dr. Dekker died?
I do suffer from blackout.
I'm fed up of seeing that bit of thing. Alright, let's move on. Okay, Ellen. What have we got?
They
How are
call
the
me
other-
the Angel of Death because so many patients have died on my shift. I don't think they mean it.
Okay. How did the patients die? I've been listening to a podcast
I
about
haven't really
the
got
actual
anything
Angel
to
of
say
Death.
about that. Maybe we should talk about you.
Okay. Angel of Death.
They're old. People die when they're old. I mean, medically speaking, it's heart failure or organ failure or pneumonia. They're all natural causes, though.
Did whoops you help them die?
I don't know anything about that.
Okay, right, fine. I'm gonna ask about Terry, seeing as it comes up. Terry?
Terry's one of the other nurses at the home. I don't think she likes me very much.
Okay. Why are your patients frightened? Oh, tell me
I've
about
known
Dekker.
a lot
That's
of
the thing.
doctors over the years. Most of them arrogant idiots who think nurses are just there to do their bidding, or worse. Dr. Dekker was different. He had a lot of time for me. He was interested in my problems.
How was he? Different.
He was a bit offbeat, but yeah, I liked him. But then I like most people.
Except the nurses you work with. I'm going to ask about her problems.
I started seeing Dr. Dekker a few months ago. I thought it would be nice to have someone I could talk to about work. It can get a bit stressful sometimes. I've known a lot of doctors.
It's not what I wanted to click on.
I'm Elin. I'm 25 and I'm a nurse. God, I sound like I'm on one of those dating shows.
Okay. Dating shows. I got pins and needles in
I'm
my
not
arm.
really looking for love at the moment. I'm sort of married to my work, but in a good way.
Did she get extra time? Did she get extra time? What do you mean, sorry, Jessie? Oh, pins and needles, pins and needles, pins and needles. Oh, okay. Alright. Did you
I'm
get
really
extra
bad
time?
at this, aren't I? Ask me something else.
Yeah, that was hard to ask.
I'm not really looking for love at the moment. I'm sort of married to my work, but in a good way.
Looking for love.
I'm not really looking.
Yeah, okay. Previous relationship.
I'm not really looking.
Yeah. It does. I don't think anyone else have questions left in them. Yeah. That's hard to phrase. Okay, let's see what Claire says. Why was a oh yeah, good point. What is Ellen looking for? Alright. What are you looking for?
I'd really like to be able to answer you, but I don't know what to say.
Right, okay. Claire, let's go back to Claire.
Keep up, Doctor. David is my husband.
Okay. How long have you been married?
We've been married for 7 years, but we don't have any children. Thank God.
Okay, interesting. Good to ask about children, though honestly, if they don't want any children, that's perfectly fine.
David wanted children, but I didn't. I don't think we would have made very good parents. There's no mystery to it. Some people are just not cut out to be parents. I don't think I can see either of us wiping sticky fingers or mending grazed knees.
That's perfectly reasonable.
The police seem to think I'm dangerous. I'm only sitting here talking to you because I have a lot of money. Otherwise, there's no doubt I'd be thrown.
Right, let's ask about the money. And then I need to take a bathroom break. Been doing this for
Being rich has its perks,
a long time.
but honestly, I would give it all up in a heartbeat if it could free me from this madness.
Okay, I'm just going to ask about madness. Then I'm going to take a bathroom break.
I'm in a bit of a predicament, Doctor. I'll get to that.
Okay, I'll be right back. And then we'll ask about the predicament. There's an achievement at 2 hours. Cool, good to know. I like this. It's like it is very much like her story, where you're trying to find the next sort of the word to find out all the information, like the right questions to ask. I know I can move on to the next day. I know I can, but all right, we're gonna ask about predicament. Predicament.
Well, according to your predecessor, I'm a delusional psychotic with obsessive tendencies. Oh, and a history of violence. Sounds so cold when you put it like that, though, doesn't it?
Okay. Ask about delusions. Yeah, I know it's sort of in real time, but you know.
Delusions. As in seeing things that are not there. I'm not going to be any more specific. It's not true in any case. I'm not delusional.
Okay. I'm gonna go with what? Have you seen?
I don't have an answer to that.
Obsessions. No, she said she was
Sorry,
obsessed
Doctor, I
with
can't answer that.
Oops,
I don't know anything about it. I'm obsessed with my husband. It's absurd, really.
Well, I mean, there were questions available, but we've run out of them, so now we're just trying to get them all... Well, I'm trying to get them all up to green. Everyone else is putting up with me trying to get them all up to green and making suggestions. Is that an exclamation mark or a shine on the violin? I'm not going to ask why is the rum always gone. That's not going to get me an answer. Police involved. Ask about the stabbing.
It was a brief moment of temporary insanity. Or temporary clarity, I'm not really sure which. David had been having an affair with his assistant optician, Iris. How predictable. Not just the affair, but an optician named Iris.
Okay, I'm going to ask about the affair. I'm just going to ask affair and then I'm going to ask...
Iris was David's assistant optician. Not anymore. No, not like that. I didn't kill her or anything. It's just that I changed the optician into a florist after David died. Optometry was his dream, not mine.
David died?
Keep up, Doctor. David is my husband.
Yeah, I know David...
Iris was David's assistant optician. Not anymore. No, not like that. I didn't kill her or anything. It's just that I changed the optician into florist after what happened with David. Optometry was his dream, not mine.
I swear that said after David died. Okay, how did you find out about the affair?
Iris was David's assistant optician. Not anymore.
Okay, that's just fine. Okay.
most shocking thing about Dr. Dekker's death is that he didn't bring it upon himself. But then I hadn't known him for a very long time. Perhaps I was wrong about him. Though the fact that he drank so much is a good indicator of his mental state.
What do you mean? Bring it upon himself.
Dr. Dekker just had that look about him. You know what they say about us crazies. Takes one to know one.
Oh. For want of sounding like a terrible dev, it's working fine for me, Paul. So I'm slightly disturbed by the ink blot paintings, which sort of look like lungs. Drinking. Yeah, we can ask about the drinking, but I think she answered that one.
I'm going to have to plead ignorance on that one.
Oh. Yeah, it does say I only have one viewer, but I'm fairly certain I have more than that. I'm going to ask about her fortune.
Sorry. I don't know.
Florist, thank you.
If I knew anything about that, I'd tell you.
No.
But I don't.
Don't know why I've only got notes for Mariana. I suppose I gotta get a hint. If it penalises me, let's go back to Mariana and get a hint. Maybe she should stop dancing. Okay. Let's just say that. Maybe you should stop dancing.
If that's what you want, I'll stop clubbing for a while. It's no biggie.
Okay. Cool. I think it's recharging. Right, okay, go back to Claire. What were we talking about? So I'm gonna go with just ask about the police and see what she says.
The police seem to think I'm dangerous. I'm only sitting here talking to you because I have a lot of money. Otherwise, there's no doubt I'd be thrown into prison for a very long time. That's why I need your help, Doctor.
Yeah, there is a green circle diminishing. Okay, let's go back and get another one. Lose weight, stop smoking, exercise more. Something must apply. Okay. Do you smoke? Also, we're a psychiatrist, not a physician.
Yes, the miracle cure that fixes all problems. You sound like a real doctor now.
There are no more hints. Ah, okay, well that got rid of prognosis. Do you often... Maybe you can only get 2 hints. Ah, there it is, come back now. I was going to ask... God damn it. About exercise. I'm hoping she'll tell me if any other exercise causes the blackouts except for the dance.
I don't know about that.
Nope. Okay, right. Let's just wait until the hint recharges. If we get penalised for using hints, I don't care. Is she a good swimmer? Oh, okay.
I'm a great swimmer. I won all these medals at school. I can hold my breath a really long time. Too long.
Okay.
Really.
Okay. Oh, hey! We're all green now! I suppose I can go, how long can you hold your breath?
That doesn't mean anything to me.
Okay, fine. Right, well, we've got 2 greens. Ellen. Claire. Where you arrested?
The police seem to think I'm dangerous. I'm only sitting here talking to you because I have a lot of money. Otherwise, there's no doubt I'd be thrown into prison for a very long time. That's why I need your help, Doctor.
Wonder if that's a check she's waving around. Okay, let's get a hint. Does she have any other family? Oh, I was going to ask that. I was going to ask about her parents. Okay. Do you have any other family?
I'm an only child and my parents are both dead. Naturally, I inherited everything.
How did your parents make their money?
Being rich has its perks, but honestly, I would give it all up in a heartbeat if it could free me from this madness.
Okay.
I'm an only child and my parents are both dead.
How did your parents die? How did your parents... Oops. Die?
It was an accident. But I don't feel like talking about it at the moment.
Okay, maybe this will be a one little future question or something.
The police seem to think I'm dangerous.
No. Oh, what job does she do? Okay. I'm just going to put job in there. Me and my eloquent questions.
No, that doesn't mean anything to me.
Ah, okay, fine. What job do you have?
I don't work. I don't need to. Everything's paid for 100 times over.
Okay, then. What do you do?
I don't have anything to say about that.
Okay, fine. Hobbies.
I don't know. Sorry.
Okay, fine. How well did she know Dr. Dekker? Okay. How well did you know Dr. Dekker?
I didn't really know Dr. Dekker that well. I never met him outside of our sessions, and we spent those discussing my therapy, not making small talk.
I'm going to ask Elaine the same thing. How well did you know Dr. Oops. Dekker?
I'd known a lot of doctors over the years. Most of them arrogant.
No.
I didn't really know Dr. Dekker that well. I never met him outside of our sessions, and we spent those discussing my therapy, not making small talk.
What therapy did you oops discuss?
I don't know anything about that, Doctor.
Oh, okay. Do you know who murdered Dr. Dekker?
I don't know who killed Dr. Dekker, but I imagine that in his line of work he met a lot of unstable people. Perhaps he pushed someone too far.
Do you know who murdered Dr. Dekker?
I'd known a lot of doctors over.
Right, yep, that's a different question then, okay.
I stabbed him with a steak knife. Shocking, isn't it?
What problems have they been having? Okay. What having.
I should have divorced him.
Ah.
I wish I had. So much could have been avoided.
Okay. Why didn't you divorce him?
Divorce is such an imperfect means of separating two people, don't you think? I suppose I don't really mean it.
You made a
I
mistake.
thought he was my soulmate and that I would do anything for him. That's a weakness that has caused me problems.
What did he... Oh, bleep bloop. Movie length. 2 hours played. Ask you to do for him.
I don't have an answer to that.
Okay, fine.
I should have divorced him. I wish I had. So much could have been avoided.
What could have been avoided?
Our altercation. The downfall since.
Okay. The downfall?
This is exhausting, Doctor. I'm not used to spitting everything out in one session.
Okay. Does that mean you're not going to tell me? No, obviously not. What did Dr. Dekker recommend?
The most shocking thing about Dr. Dekker's death is that it didn't bring it upon himself. But then I hadn't known him for a very long time. Perhaps I was wrong about him. Though the fact that he drank so much...
Okay. History of violence.
To be fair, there was only one violent outburst. That hardly qualifies as a history of violence. And he provoked me.
Did he... Oops. Hurt you?
I stabbed him with a steak knife. Shocking, isn't it?
Okay. Does she consider herself sane? Okay, I'll ask that. Do you think you are sane? Not sure that's a thing
Who's
she's
to say
qualified
who's
to answer.
sane or insane? We all see the world differently, don't we?
Still want to know what her treatment is.
Sorry, Doctor, I can't answer that. I don't know anything about it.
I don't know how to ask it, that's the problem. Okay, let's move on to Bryce.
Dr. Dekker would say one thing and do another. He would push me to do things I didn't want to do. He was getting worse towards the end. I'm surprised he didn't kill himself.
What did he push you to do?
I know you're asking questions to try and get a bearing, but I'd rather not talk about that now.
Okay.
Let's just enjoy the getting to know you phase before the ugliness kicks in.
Yeah, I'm guessing that she needs like a declaration of sanity. I'm just gonna ask ugliness. Oops.
Doctor, pace yourself, please. This is my session. I'm paying.
Why are you getting angry? Why do you have a video camera? Okay.
I'm not sure I believe in any religion anymore. I used to believe...
Okay, why don't you believe in God? Oops, why? Don't you believe in God anymore?
I'm not sure God would have given a man an extra hour a day. Not just a single man. My extra hour is a gift, but sometimes it's a curse.
Okay. Why is it a curse?
I sound like I'm complaining, don't I? I'll stop now.
Okay, you didn't. I just wanted to know more about that. Okay, I'll not get rid of that.
At midnight each day, time as you know it freezes. In my world, it just slows down to almost a stop. But I don't. I'm free to wander around and do as I please. An hour later, normal reality continues. It's my very own midnight hour.
What do you do at midnight?
I'm a grave digger, Doctor. And people are dying quicker than we can bury them.
How do you know it's an hour?
Sorry, I don't know anything about that.
Okay.
You'd think being a gravedigger had its perks, but it can be very stressful. There's a trend going towards burial rather than cremation again. And as well as running out of space, we're running out of competent gravediggers. At least ones that can use a shovel, that is. I'm not feeling anywhere near as depressed as I used to, though. Not since I got the extra hour.
What do you know about Dr. Dekker's death? It's kind of annoying you can't see the keyboard.
No, sorry.
Okay, fine. Alright, let's see what the hint is for that. Oh, what's wrong with him now? Okay, good question. What is wrong with you now?
Apparently I've gone a little mad. For me, I have 25-hour days.
Ross, believe it or not, Paul already made that joke like 2 hours ago. Whoops. You think you are mad.
At midnight each day.
Ooh, bleep,
Times
bleep.
you know it freezes.
Curious.
In my world, it just
250
slows down to
questions
almost a stop.
asked.
But I don't. I'm free to wander around and do as I please. An hour later.
Okay. Do as you please. Oops.
In the extra hour, I mainly catch up with work. It's a godsend. Sometimes I play chess against myself. It relaxes and strengthens the mind all at once.
Oh, okay. What does he mean by time freezes? What do you mean by time freezes?
In the hour, people are pliable. They don't move. But I can move them.
Safe travels,
As
Jesse.
soon as my hour is up, they start moving again, as if nothing has changed at all.
Do you move the people?
I do a lot of work in my...
Oh, hang on, okay.
I do a lot of work in my extra hour. I move people into graves.
Are they dead when you move them? Game crashed. Having fun with that. I was only asking if they were dead when you moved them. Which I guess is a really disturbing question. Okay, continue. Bryce. Okay, right, let's try that again. Are they dead when you move?
I do a lot of work in my extra hour. I move people into graves.
I'm going to ask about the graves.
I'm a grave digger, Doctor. And people are dying quicker than we can bury them.
Oh, apparently the stay patch should be live. Ugh.
In the hour, people are pliable. They don't move. But I can move them. As soon as my hour is up, they start moving again, as if nothing has changed at all.
Into the right graves. And to the right. Graves.
I'm a grave digger, Doctor. And people are dying quicker than we can bury them.
Yeah, that's not really the answer. Pliable? What does he mean by pliable?
Isn't it obvious? I've tried moving them, of course. People are often frozen in the most inconvenient of positions.
Okay. What else have we got left? Why didn't you like Dekker?
Henley Church, where I work, is located on an old Norman motte and bailey. You can't use mechanical diggers or excavators there in case you destroy a relic.
What? Oops. Other... relics have been found.
I stumbled across a relic myself. An ancient chess piece. A queen, I believe. The best chess piece. The most freedom of movement. But they took it away immediately and proclaimed the whole east side of Henley Church a protected site of archaeological importance, which means we're not allowed to use it until the archaeologists have finished. I wish I hadn't told anyone.
Does he prefer burial or cremation? Yes, because that's a question I would ask. Do you prefer burial or cremation?
I'm pro-cremation. Not just because I don't have to dig a grave. They still need a hole for
Freedom
the
of
interment of
movement,
ashes.
yeah.
It's more dignified. Like you're becoming one with the universe again. Rotting in a wooden box. Even if you turn completely into atoms, how would you escape? Even bits of the universe get lonely, I'd imagine.
Aww. Do you get lonely?
We're all alone to some extent, don't you think? I don't have any friends, so I suppose that makes me lonely. In the midnight hour, though, I have as many friends as I like. Do you have a favourite celebrity, Doctor? In the hour, I could take a picture of myself with them, like we're the best of friends.
Okay. That sounds dangerous.
Sorry, I don't know anything about that.
Okay. How many pictures have you taken?
I've taken a lot of pictures. I have great shots of all the tourist sites. It's amazing what exposure you can use when moving cars are literally frozen still. Must be the sharp focus.
Okay. Freedom of movement. I feel like I'm talking about Brexit.
That's meaningless to me.
Okay.
I don't have anything for you. Dr. Dekker would say one thing and do another. He would push me to do things I didn't want to do. He was getting worse towards the end. I'm surprised.
How is he getting worse?
I don't know.
Why would he, oops. Dr. Dekker kill himself?
He wasn't a good man. I don't know how he could live with himself. Perhaps he couldn't.
Okay. I think I've gotten all the stars. Ah!
Henley
it's just the
Church,
one
where I
about
work,
shovel.
is located on an old Norman motte and bailey. You can't use mechanical diggers or excavators there.
Okay, I think I'm going to get a hint. Okay, Mott and... Oh, apparently we have to ask about Mott and Bailey, which is an oldie-timey castle thing.
Allegedly, Henley Church is located on an old Norman motte and bailey castle. I say allegedly because a relic was found and dated around that century, but the archaeologists haven't found any further proof as yet.
Woohoo! Right, okay, Bryce is done. Why does it suddenly have a bunch of tildes? That's weird. Okay, so we've got 3 green ones. We've got Ellen and Claire left. Okay. Let's see.
I'd known a lot of doctors over the years. Most of them arrogant idiots who think nurses are just there to do their bidding, or worse. Dr. Dekker was different. He had a lot of time for me. He was interested in my problems.
Did we ask how Dr. Dekker was different? Was Dr. Dekker different?
I've known a lot of doctors over the years. Most of them.
Okay, fine. Let's just get a hint. Why is she married to her work? Okay, fine. All right. Why are you married to your work?
Yes, I love my job. I love my patients. Even the really crotchety ones, you know? Oh God, you should hear what comes out of their mouths. They're like my children in a way. That sounds weird, doesn't it?
Do you want? It's just suggested chicken and chips, and I'm like, no, we don't want to eat them. Do you want children?
I don't have any kids. Maybe I will one day, I don't know. At the moment, all my energy is focused on taking care of my patients.
Okay, alright. Food, yes. Okay, so we've got tell me about Dekker, which I can't seem to get a thing for. And who are you?
I'm Elin. I'm 25 and I'm a nurse. God, I sound...
Why did you become a nurse?
I work in a nursing home for the elderly. I basically do end-of-life care.
No, that's not what I asked. Okay. Does she like animals? Okay. That sounds like a psychology question to see if she's a psychopath. And how is that suggested in any of the things that she said?
I love animals, especially cats. I think everyone is either a cat person or a dog person. What are you, Doctor?
I am a cat person.
Yay, me too. I have a cat called Church. He's adorable.
Alright. Tell me about your cat.
Yay, me too.
Okay, fine. But that was literally what I said. I am a cat person. So tell me about Dekker. Why are your patients friends? Still, tell me about you. Okay. Ellen. Cats are not assholes. Where are you from?
don't know. I feel like I'm the weakest link or something.
Okay. Ellen, that's an unusual name.
Apparently it's a Welsh name. I'm not Welsh. My mum's into all that New Age stuff, and I think she thought it would make me seem more interesting.
Okay, that's kind of sweet.
Apparently it's a Welsh name.
Tell me about your mum.
No, sorry.
Oh, okay. Do you have any family?
I don't know, sorry.
Okay, fine. It's obviously bad phrasing. Okay. Alright. These are very long questions it's suggesting. Wasn't it Dr. Dekker's job to be interested in your problems?
Well, yes, that's true. But still, it was nice to be listened to.
Do you feel ignored?
I'm really bad at this, aren't I? Ask me something else.
What did you talk about?
I don't know anything about that.
Okay, fine. Well, that's what I was trying to say. Do you feel like people don't listen to you? Okay, do you feel like people don't listen to you?
Well, I haven't really thought about it. My patients listen to me, but then I suppose they haven't got much choice.
Okay.
Apparently it's a Welsh name. I'm not Welsh. My mum's into all that New Age stuff, and I think she thought it would make me seem more interesting.
Do you feel more interesting?
I'd really like to be able to answer you, but I don't know what to say.
odd naming someone after a culture that you have no association with. Ask about New Age.
New Age, like auras and healing energy, crystals and all that. It's not really my thing.
Okay, that answers that one.
Death is frightening, isn't it? Isn't it what everyone's afraid of? The great unknown.
What are you afraid of? Aside from ending a sentence with a preposition.
No, sorry, I
Maybe.
don't know.
Okay. Herbalism, New Age, there's a difference. I mean, herbalism is based in at least some kind of fact.
Death
That's
is
the last
frightening,
question.
isn't it? Isn't it what everyone's afraid of? The great unknown. No one should have to face that alone.
Well, I basically just asked that. Ugh. Are you afraid of death?
No, death doesn't scare me. It's probably because I've been around it so much, but I haven't seen anything that's made me feel like it's something to fear. I don't think death is an end. I think it's a doorway to another place. I'm just not sure where. Where do you think we go when we die, Doctor?
Hang on, okay. Heaven? Valhalla? Is that something I'm gonna... Alright, okay. I mean, personally... I believe in reincarnation.
I've never really got the idea of reincarnation. I mean, are you still you? Do you know you're still you? And if not, how does that even work? No, death doesn't scare me. It's probably because I've been around it so much, but I haven't seen anything that's made me feel like it's something.
Okay. What does scare you?
I haven't really got anything to say about that. Maybe we should talk about you.
Okay. Okay, alright. Do you believe in life after love? I mean, technically, she just said that it go through a door.
When someone says afterlife, it just makes me think of wispy figures floating around in a white haze, like you get in those New Age posters. I don't really go for all that.
The Outer Limits style door. Yeah. Oh! I'll be back in a moment. Maybe she believes in Valhalla. Right. Val... That's a really specific thing to ask about.
I don't really know what that is. Something to do with Vikings, isn't it?
Yep. Okay, what about heaven?
I don't believe in God, so I can't really claim to believe in heaven.
What about hell?
Hell isn't real. Whoever came up with that idea has a lot to answer for.
What, Valhalla is a golf course, or heaven is a golf course?
I don't really know what that is. Something to do with Vikings, isn't it?
Valhalla, okay. Just gonna ask about Vikings, because I'm not entirely sure how that follows up.
I don't know anything about that.
Okay. Alright, so afraid of death, Valhalla. Well, okay, not frightened anymore. Okay, so... What about karma?
I haven't really got anything to say about that. Maybe we should talk about you.
Okay. Maybe she thinks we become one with the universe? Isn't that what what Bryce said? I'm just gonna put one with the universe.
Maybe. Maybe we go somewhere completely beyond what we can imagine. We're only humans after all. We can't possibly comprehend what's really out there.
She's way too perky. Okay.
No, death doesn't scare me. It's probably because I've been around it so much, but I haven't seen anything that's made me...
Alright, so what do you see when someone dies?
I'm really bad at this, aren't I? Ask me something else.
I'm just really bad at asking the questions. Okay. Alright, do you think we go nowhere when we die? That's like really specific set of questions.
Well, that's bleak, but I don't believe it.
Okay, what do you believe in?
No, sorry. I I'd really like to be able to answer you, but I don't know what to say.
Let's wait for the hint to tell me how I'm supposed to phrase the question. Okay, we're just naming places, are we? Purgatory. I swear that's a club.
I thought I was stuck in purgatory once, but then I realised I was just watching a really, really bad film. Sorry, I'm terrible at jokes.
That was meant to be a joke. Okay, what other places can we name? It's got Valhalla. We've lost the Are You Afraid in Death, okay. Why is Valhalla still highlighted? Valkyrie?
I don't know, sorry.
Bad film, was it South Pacific? I don't know. It could have been Mutiny on the Bounty. Oh, Valhalla is from Norse mythology. Valhalla is Norse.
Oh, well, there you go. You learn something new every day.
Yes, we do. There we go. That was the last thing, apparently. Okay, right. Claire. Right. Do you think you're sane?
I didn't really know Dr. Dekker that well. I never met him outside of our sessions, and we spent those discussing my therapy, not making small talk.
What's bad about small talk?
I don't know anything about that, Doctor.
Okay, so I don't know how to ask about her therapy.
The police seem to think I'm dangerous. I'm only sitting here talking to you because I have a lot of money. Otherwise, there's no doubt I'd be thrown into prison for a very long time. That's why I need your help, Doctor.
What do you need from me?
Sorry, I don't know.
What? Oops, that's not right. What help do you need?
I need you to believe me. That's why I'm paying for these sessions. Everyone else thinks I'm crazy and dangerous. Everyone else thinks I've lost my mind.
Okay. Believe. What?
They think I'm seeing things, making things up. I don't want to talk about it.
Well then, why are you here if you don't want to talk about it? Oh, hang on. Was there a thing? Okay. No. Okay, so believe what?
They think I'm seeing things, making things up. I don't want to talk.
May King. What? Up.
I don't have anything to say about that.
Fine, let's get a hint. Why do they think she's seeing things? Okay, fine, that was my next thing. Why do they think you are seeing things?
Yes, Dr. Dekker did think I was delusional when he first met me. He changed his mind after getting to know me better, as I hope he will too.
That's not really massively helpful, but at least it answers that question. Okay. Why did you stab him? Tell me about the violent outbursts. Okay. I've not got any notes. She's the last one. And then we can go on to day 2. Which it really wants me to do.
Yes, Dr. Dekker did think I was delusional. They think I'm seeing things, making things up.
Okay. What do they think you are?
If I knew anything about...
Okay. Fine, let's ask. Did she kill her husband? I thought he wasn't dead. Did you kill your... It suggested friends.
That sounds like a question I shouldn't answer without a lawyer present.
Okay. Oh, that was the violent outburst. Okay. Any questions from the peanut gallery?
It was a brief moment of temporary insanity. Or temporary clarity, I'm not really sure which. David had been having an affair with his...
Alright. Did you plan to stab your... That suggested phone.
I'm obsessed with my husband. It's absurd, really.
Oh yeah, good point. Did you hurt Iris? I've given up on capital letters here.
I stabbed him with a steak knife. Shocking, isn't it?
Okay. does David work? Well, you just asked me if she killed him, so if he's dead, I'm very confused as to whether he's dead or alive here.
David doesn't work, no. He's not very communicative anymore, so a job is out of the question. He used to be an optician. Now he just spends all his time at the lake house, frittering his time away.
Okay. My parents are both opticians.
David doesn't work, no. He's not very communicative anymore, so a job is out of the question.
Okay, so why doesn't oops David communicate any more?
Keep up, Doctor. David is my husband.
That's not what I asked. Oh, how does David fritter his time away? Okay, fine. I suppose that would have been my next question, possibly. How does David fritter? That's a good word, that is. His time away.
He abhors technology. Mainly he hunts things and then creates huge, unwielding fires that I'm sure will be the death of him and the lake house at some point.
Okay, so the only thing now that's left for this day is how
I didn't
well
really
did
know
you
Dr. Dekker that well. I never met him outside of our sessions, and we spent those discussing my therapy, not making small talk.
Okay. How many sessions did you have?
I'd been seeing him for about 3 months.
Right, okay. We are done with everybody! Woohoo! Right. Next day! Yes!
Doctor, glad I caught you. I thought you might want to hear what Ben had to say. Quick catch up?
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not sure Ben will be coming in for a while. He's still pretty shook up about finding the body. I'm surprised it doesn't happen more often in the line of work he's in. Anyway, he said he found the body at exactly 20 minutes past 10. For some reason, the first thing he did was look at his watch. That's all he'd say before he'd shut down. And the police weren't very talkative either.
Okay.
Yes. Ben found Dr. Dekker's body on Valentine's night in his office. In your office.
Why is no one wearing shoes?
Sorry, didn't you know? Ben's one of the night shift cleaners. I'm sure he's got some tales he could tell. Yes, you know, The 14th of February, the day of love. Or remembering a massacre. Whichever's more you.
Okay, we've got a thingy. Dr. Dekker was killed on Valentine's Day. I should ask the patients where they were. Yes, we should.
I wouldn't say we were best friends, but we did spend a lot of time together. There's only 2 of us that work here. I'm sure we'll become friends too, Doctor. Just try not to get murdered.
Possibly it's just
The
weird.
police wanted to know what I was
It's the
doing
bare
Valentine's
feet.
night, when the body was found. I was at home, all on my lonesome. So I guess that makes me a suspect. I think the police want you to make a short list of suspects, or maybe even find the killer. You're seeing all the patients that were on the books when he was killed. There was no forced entry, so they think it might be someone he knew, or someone who had access to the office. Like little old me. Do you think I'm a suspect, Doctor?
Of course.
Oh, well, I wasn't expecting that. I suppose everyone's a suspect at the moment, even you.
Why
They
would
did
I be a
mention
suspect? I wasn't
needed
here.
Grief counselling, though, and I said you'd sort me out. I know you didn't agree, but I thought I'd let you know. That's very kind of you. I don't know exactly, but a stabbing of some kind. We'll be getting the autopsy through at some point. I'll let you know when. I didn't see it myself, so I don't know. But I heard it was a bit of a mess with all the blood and everything. They have people who clean up after such things, though, so you really can't tell, can you? But don't worry. That's a new chair.
Okay, she's being a little macabre about this.
All I know is the police took his chair. Forensics, I suppose. He was stabbed, so that's quite a personal thing to do. I wouldn't be surprised if it was one of the patients who had a problem with the treatment they were getting.
Okay.
I'm just surmising. If you're unhappy enough to kill your therapist, they're probably not doing a very good job.
I sense a bit of deflecting here.
I wasn't really in his social circle, so I don't know if he had any friends. In terms of enemies, I heard things get heated in his office sometimes, but I won't name any names. Susan, Annabelle, Melissa, there are some names, but they're not names of anyone I know.
Perhaps you should ask someone else a question. Well, I don't have another person to ask. Okay, but...
Yes, Ben found Dr. Dekker's body on Valentine's night in his office. In your office.
Did you have a problem with Doctor?
I wouldn't say we were best friends, but we did spend a lot of time together. There's only 2 of us that work here. I'm sure we'll become friends.
Okay. What is... Oops, what is happening? No! What is your job?
Sorry, Doctor, I can't help you there.
Okay, that's not helpful. What do you
Sorry, I don't have a clue.
Oh, thanks for the new follows. Valentine's does seem to be key.
Yes, you know, the 14th of February, the day of love. Or remembering a massacre. Whichever's more you.
I don't have a hint box. Bit of both.
Yes, Ben found Dr. Dekker's body on Valentine's night in his office. In your office.
Oh, why was he in the office? Why was he in the office? That's... night.
I don't know what Dr. Dekker was doing here, and my services weren't required that evening. He'd often stay late though, so it wasn't that unusual.
Okay, cool. That was the last question. Right, fair enough. Next day.
I'm having a loop day.
Right.
It's a do-over day. You won't remember. What's the name of your assistant again?
Jaya?
You didn't know that yesterday. Can you remember where I met Hannah? No. No, we played that game together, but we didn't meet in it. Well done, Doctor. Yeah, we met at secondary. Wouldn't it be funny if my day loops if you fail to get a question right?
Okay, that'd be bad.
I agree.
Yeah, I knew it was at school, I just didn't hit the down. Oh! Hello? Okay, apparently I can only go to
I'm having
next
a
day
loop
then.
day.
Oh my god!
It's a do-over. I suppose you did remember that yesterday. Can you remember where I met Hannah? Yeah, at secondary school. It's been fun, but I've got a pill.
What pill?
Dr. Dekker gave me this pill. He told me if I took it, I'd never have another loop day. It's got a small skull and crossbones on it. Should I take the tablet, Doctor?
No!
You're cool. I don't think this is getting us anywhere, though. I'll see you tomorrow. Again.
It could be an extra strong mint.
I'm having a loop day. It's a do-over day. Well done. Yeah, great. Is there anything you can say that's going to break this loop for me? I never mentioned a pill this time, or a tablet. What the hell is going on here? Are you reliving my days? Something somewhere has changed since you arrived. Like some kind of sim theory. It's a thing. Some professor believes we could be living inside a computer simulation and someone is controlling us. and there are millions of these Sims, and someone somewhere behind a keyboard is just causing havoc.
It's breaking the
I'm
fourth
starting to
wall!
think you have that keyboard, Doctor. Wait, don't answer that. I don't want to know.
This is interesting. Are you
Midnight
sure?
each
I don't have a
On
choice.
Valentine's night,
Time as you know it freezes.
20 minutes past 10.
Keep up, Doctor.
Thinks we're going to smother her in her sleep.
I'm a grave digger, Doctor.
I was at home,
David is my husband.
all on my lonesome.
Stabbed him with a steak knife.
Nothing changes.
I'm a qualified angel of death.
When I'm dancing,
You get this day over and over,
Hilda,
I black out
I don't think she's got long.
and Laurie just...
naked on the beach.
Hannah.
Is that it for today?
Yeah, he probably does smell bad if he's got the... Oh, hey, we've got a bit of a table now. Act 2, Valentine's Day. That was Act 1.
Ooh. Deja vu. Are you sitting in exactly the same place I left you last night? Oh, that's where it all starts, Doctor. Anyway, do you think you can fit me in today? Looking at the diary, it's just the usual suspects, and you must be getting sick of them already. I've got this for you, too. It's some more footage from Professor Alderby that was hiding away.
Ooh, we have footage.
Come find me if you need anything.
Okay, right. We have footage. I'm going to leave it there, because that has been 3 and a bit hours, and that was just Act 1. So, ooh, we have stats yet. Ooh, stats! Okay. Searches made, 353. Responses found, 0. Oh, I think this is the act progress, overall progress, 19. Oh, okay. It does say responses found, but that's probably for this chapter, this act. 19% overall, okay. 30 hints used. Well, we got stuck. Let's have a quick check at the achievements. There is one for playing it with 0 hints. Also 8 hours, I believe, and something about making Nathan sing, which is interesting. So I'll probably be doing 2 playthroughs of this one, the least. Okay, so yes, I'm gonna play more tomorrow, to be perfectly honest. If anyone's interested in staying, in watching, I will stream it, because Derek usually just streams early. And then again on Thursday, because I don't know about you, but this is really, really interesting, and I'm very intrigued by it. I like it. So yes, thank you everybody for watching, all the new viewers and followers and stuff. I've been Jo, otherwise known as Angel SK, and I'll see you same time tomorrow. Thank you. Good night.